Working in a toxic environment can be incredibly daunting to everyone, especially empaths and those that are on their spiritual ascension journey. You see, those that are empaths and those that are on their spiritual journey are more sensitive, they're going to struggle even more. You see, they're like sponges, and if their surroundings are negative and not filled with good people, then basically they absorb that and it becomes really hard to work with. It gets in their mind and messes up their day. Welcome everyone to another video. Joe Sky here, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how you can protect your energy from toxic and negative people in your job, workplace, maybe even in your home, but specifically for a job. And basically, if you guys haven't already, this is a really good channel helping a lot of people out. We're really going towards a spiritual direction as well, helping people navigate their lives. And that's what this video is. Now, before we even start talking about navigating through these difficult times in people in your job, you must realize that if you're not passionate about the job, if you don't like the job, if you're just doing it for money, then you're probably just better off leaving that job and moving on. Because you want to do something that gives you joy. You want to do something that makes you feel good inside and makes you more happier, right? Because if you work somewhere you're more happy and you enjoy, then you'll always find a way to enjoy it. You want to be more fulfilled, not just depleted. And the best thing to do, let's just say you like this job. The best thing to do is just to keep your distance. Keeping your distance is super key. You want to get away from those people. Now, let's say you can't. Being in that toxic environment, especially with that boss who doesn't really care, sucks. But obviously, try not to take everything seriously. Start to focus more on yourself. Another tip, when you go home, you do not want to bring any of this home. Leave it all in the workspace. So always leave work issues at work. Another thing is avoiding gossip. Avoiding gossip is big. There's a lot of gossip at workplaces, especially those that work 9 to 5. Um, Avoiding it, getting away from people like this, not engaging in that is going to be incredibly helpful. Tune everything out. Sometimes you just have to meditate. Sometimes, you got to start to just deep breathe and relax. A lot of us tend to do the when you're all stressed out. That's just your body's natural way of just trying to release stress. Those that are spiritual and empaths, or both, or they're on their journey, you tend to go through periods where you're very sensitive. And those that are empaths already are like sponges. So basically, you don't want to be surrounded by anything negative. So always surround yourself with positive people because it has a big impact on you. Now, another thing, it's not just what you surround yourself with, right? That's important, honestly, right? But obviously, if that's not the case, right, you can't surround yourself with other people, or the negative people are always there. Well, in that situation, there isn't really much you could do, so you can't always be surrounded by the positive people. Let's just say that's the case, right? So you will be around those people, or they make your way to you or something. Again, in those situations, ask yourself, right? Like, can you focus on yourself? Can you keep yourself calm? Those that are empaths are gonna have a harder time because you're gonna have to meditate a lot. You're gonna have to deep breathe. You're gonna have to relax. You're gonna have to do an extraordinary amount of things you can do. But if you can't do any of those things, if you can't even focus on yourself, then start questioning why you worked there in the beginning. That is a big thing that you could do. And thing is that it is not always going to be easy. This is something sometimes that you have to learn. So always learning to discern, very powerful. Always learning to understand what who the issue is, what the issue is, what they're doing, and ways to stop it is key. But sometimes that's not always going to be the case. So again, many of the things that I've said of just surrounding yourself with the positive people, getting away from those that are negative, and basically those things alone should be great. You know, not taking it seriously can be extremely helpful because if you're always taking it very seriously, you might you might get really stressed out, might be really bad for your health. So if you try letting go and not caring too much, that could help. But then of course, if this doesn't really seem possible because of your work, then again, you might just have to quit. Those that are spiritual have higher purpose. That job might not be serving you anymore. And hopefully this video, right at the beginning I said, if you do not feel like your job is serving, if you're just doing it for the money, then by all means, this is definitely something that I believe could be time to move on. That is for you to make the decision. In your heart, you should always follow your heart. So again, I want to appreciate everybody for watching. Those are a few things you could do: distancing, not taking it seriously, just leaving work at work. When you get home, meditate, relax, take it easy, do a lot of deep breathing, take advantage of your breaks, relax. And again, just try to surround yourself with the better people. If these things don't work, by all means, I believe it could be time to move on, or maybe you just have to do something else. And hopefully you do know what you need to do. But by all means, I appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you. I'm going to see you guys all next time.